Bravo!
On the bustling street, a stage has been set. Colorful banners flutter in the wind, and drum beats roll like waves. Below, spectators have gathered. Seemingly layered, they stare at the two fighters competing on the stage. The large man on the left wields his blade. His slashes and strikes exude strength. Meanwhile, the young swordsman on the right moves with composed footwork. His sword is as elegant as a flying phoenix.
As expected of Xavier. The graceful blade flash. He can hold his ground against Goldblade.
He's doing more than that. Xavier only used 2 techniques: Shooting Star's Mooncatch and Pine Wind Crane's Return. And now, his opponent can barely move against him.
Come one, come all. How can we watch an exciting match without bets? I'll be the house. Who wants to participate?
I'll bet on Xavier to win!
Xavier too!
I'm betting on Xavier too!
As the crowd below eagerly places their bets, a dozen more exchanges pass in the blink of an eye on the stage. The ceaseless clashing of blades rings in everyone's ears.
I heard that Xavier belongs to the Lanxing sect. When he was 15, he defeated 3 of the Huashan sword sect's elders with a single technique. It's called Flying Swan Snowdrink. At 16, he ranked first in the Sword Discourse tournament, and his name became renowned in Jianghu. Even Lanxing sect's old leader wanted to give him his position.
The Lanxing sect, although it has declined in recent years, it was one of the most prestigious, righteous martial arts sects 10 years ago.
It's strange. When the Lanxing sect wanted Xavier to become its next leader, he refused and even left them. What a shame.
Who cares if he's not a sect leader? With Xavier's exceptional looks and martial skills, who wouldn't be smitten?
Excuse me, coming through. Just as I finally manage to squeeze my way to the front of the stage, I witness Xavier twist his sword. He effortlessly deflects his opponent's mighty strike. Seeing the adoring gazes of the young woman beside me, I inwardly sigh. I was only gone for a moment. He's already showing off again. At the nearby betting table, everyone has placed their money on Xavier. His opponent's side remains empty. After thinking for a moment, I take out my last remaining silver coin. I'm betting on Goldblade.
Are you sure, miss? You should take another look at the match.
No need. A steel blade suddenly falls from the sky and pierces the betting table. It's Goldblade's weapon. I turn. Xavier is unhurriedly sheathing his sword, his gaze meeting mine as he reveals an ambiguous smile. The match is over. Goldblade graciously concedes and presents Xavier with a piece of jade that's said to be extremely valuable. Xavier tucks it into his robes. Then he turns and finds a seat at a roadside noodle shop.
Here are your noodles. Please enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Wait, what are you doing? Xavier pulls both bowls to his side of the table. Using his chopsticks, he taps the back of my hand.
I should be asking you that. What were you doing earlier? You're my favorite junior from the sect, and yet you bet on a stranger to defeat me? I'm in a bad mood, so both of these bowls are mine.
I wanted to see if I could make a lot of money. I count off on my fingers as I explain to him. In the past few days, you broke 5 wine jars during your sparring matches, and then you provided assistance to catch some thieves. You borrowed a fine horse from a biaozhi. Yesterday, you gave a substantial amount of silver to an old man and his grandchild who were fleeing because of a famine. And
You can eat your noodles. Have as much as you want.
Xavier pushes a bowl of noodles back to me and even adds a spoonful of fried soybeans to it. The noodle shop owner approaches our table with several boxes of various sizes. There's also a stack of letters.
Young hero Xavier, several women asked me to deliver these to you.
I don't even need to look to know they're from Xavier's admirers. Same. And you say I was your favorite junior. You like everyone, you liar. I mumble under my breath and lower my head. But I had yet to realize Xavier's hearing was excellent. He leans in.
Are you green with envy?
The only greens here are the ones in my bowl.
Of course, you're my favorite. Why else would I treat you to noodles after you lost all your money?
I lost all my money, huh? Okay, all right. After eating a few bites, I wipe my mouth and sit up. Thanks for treating me. I can't repay your kindness now, and I don't think I'll have many chances to do so in the future. If fate allows us to meet again, I'll treat you to a meal with meat.
What do you mean? Where are you going?
I pull out a confidential letter from my sleeve and give it to him. The sect leader wrote it. Our sect leader wants me to persuade you to return. 2 years have passed in vain, which means I've failed to live up to the sect's expectations. According to the sect's rules, I must return to face my punishment. Since you've been kind to me, could you lend me some silver for my journey?
Do you want to go back?
I'm only alive today because of Lanxing's sect's tutelage. I can't disobey orders. Xavier's expression is impossible to read. Suppressing a strange feeling in my heart, I lower my head and pretend to make a joke. Of course, it would be perfect if you returned with me, but I guess you won't. Why did you leave the Lanxing sect? Hi, Violet. Hi, Dirty Ramen. No one knows why Xavier abandoned his position as the future sect leader and his promising future when he left the Lanxing sect 3 years ago. The old sect leader tried everything from gentle persuasion to forceful measures, but Xavier wouldn't come back. Thus, this task fell to me. As Xavier's junior from the sect, we have a connection, but it's not enough to make him change his mind. What's peculiar is when I found Xavier, he didn't immediately drive me away like he did with the others, but he still refused to return. And just like that, I ended up staying by Xavier's side for some reason. I followed him as he traversed every mountain, every sea. We experienced the world as we roamed far and wide. Of course, I still tried to bring him back, yet I was met with failure after failure. Over the past 2 years, I asked Xavier why he left countless times, but he never answered. He won't tell me now either. Holding the letter, he repeats his previous question.
I'm not asking if you need to head back. I'm asking if that's what you want.
Is there a difference?
The Lanxing sect sent you, so you appeared. I asked you to stay, and you did. Now a single piece of paper dictates your path. If this letter didn't exist, what would you do? Where would you go?
I have to go back eventually. Xavier takes a deep breath. He crumples up the letter and discards it.
I'll return with you.
Before I can celebrate, Xavier pushes me back into my seat.
But I need to participate in this year's sword discourse tournament and rank first again. Then we'll head back.
Of course.
It's settled then. Until the tournament is over, you're not allowed to talk about leaving or anything of the sort.
He picks up another egg with his chopsticks and places it in my bowl.
Eat.
I quickly lower my head, but as I chew on the noodles, new questions form in my mind. Winning the Sword Discord tournament shouldn't be difficult for Xavier, so why did he set this condition? Does he truly want to return to the Longxing sect? And he needs a dignified way to do so? Or does he have other plans? Legend has it that many years ago, several renowned grandmasters who practiced martial arts sent out invitations to wandering fighters. They were invited to Mount Wangkang for an exchange of martial art techniques. That was the predecessor of the Sword Discourse tournament, which has become the most prestigious event. The Sword Discord tournament is held once every 3 years at Mount Wangkang. The organizers are highly respected authorities in Jianghu. The tournament's purpose is to explore philosophical truths through battle and forge friendships through swordsmanship. Anyone may participate in the competition. Their social status and skill level are of little importance. Before, Xavier had politely declined to participate in the Sword Discourse tournament, but he changed his mind, so the tournament organizers immediately sent him an invitation. There are fewer than 2 months before the event, and since Xavier planned to travel south to accept an old friend's invitation, we had to change course. What's happening in chat right now? Laura and Lori, what are you guys doing? Also, hello, Dirty Ramen. Hello, Violet. Yes, we're doing Xavier's story. Xavier's new we unlocked Xavier and we unlocked Zane's pretty quickly too. Cha-ching! You guys writing song lyrics in chat? You thought it looked cute in chat, huh? It is cute. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty cute. We shall continue. I examine the invitation while mentally planning our journey. It'll take at least a month to reach Mount Wangkang from here. The rain has washed away some roads. We should hurry.
Are you the renowned young Master Xavier? I've admired your reputation for a long time. Could we have a friendly duel?
I'd be delighted. Let's begin.
I continue riding ahead on my horse and feel the depressing lightness of our pouch. Once we reach the city, we'll need to earn some money. I wonder if they allow street performances.
Sir, your water wheel is different from the ones I've seen. Did you make it?
This is my special technique. Come here, I'll show you.
The sun reaches its apex in the sky. As I scan the surroundings for a more comfortable path with shade, I hear sorrowful cries nearby.
Thank you for rescuing me, sir. If it weren't for your assistance, those ruthless bandits would have taken me away.
It's not worth mentioning. You should return home before it gets dark.
I shall remember and repay your kindness for all of eternity.
That won't be necessary.
Then I shall marry you to show my gratitude.
Help me, please.
I can't. I'm trying to be so serious and follow the story. After several days of unexpected events, we finally arrive at Xinjiang City. At last, we can put an end to our days of sleeping under the stars and eating on the road. The streets are packed with people and flowers. Falling blossoms drift throughout the city, and the air is filled with floral fragrance mingling with the aromas of various dishes.
Are you worried that I might get lost?
Xavier gently shakes the sleeve I'm clutching. There are dazzling flowers as far as the eye can see. If I don't hold on to you, who knows what might steal your attention again.
Ah, yes. You are immune to distractions with your heart of stone. I admire that. But isn't life's beauty only found in traveling? Being slightly spontaneous is the only way to appreciate wonderful sights, don't you think? Let me tell you a secret. The old farmer we met a few days ago was a martial arts grandmaster in disguise. He taught me an exclusive, legendary technique.
Huh? Xavier solemnly raises 2 fingers, traces a pattern in the air, and then thrusts them toward my ear. Before I can react, I see a vibrant petal between his fingers.
This is called Cloud's Flower Pluck. Its brilliance lies in blurring the line between illusion and reality. It hides sharpness within gentleness. It's a long-lost secret art. Who could have expected fate to bless me with a chance to learn it? Do you want to study it?
Yes.
An extraordinary skill can't be taught without payment. Let me think. Yes, I'll trade it for the largest xiaoping from that stall.
It's that cheap? I'm starting to doubt if this is a legendary skill.
You are my favorite, so I'm giving you a special discount. If you don't want it, then you can forget it.
Oh, you are too kind. Thank you. I'd like 2 xiaobings, please. Xiaobings, please. I'd like 2 xiaobings, please. One should be the largest you have with as much meat as possible. The other...
Young Master Xavier. Oh my, where have you been these past 2 years? Why haven't you visited Xavier Pavilion?
Ms. Liu? It's been a long time.
Xavier Pavilion? I turn to see a magnificent, ornate building. Its owner stands at the entrance and smiles at Xavier. She's so enthusiastic that her whole body is trembling. Looking into the building, I can make out numerous songstresses and dancers.
Ever since you left, Lady Rong has been miserable. She's barely eaten anything and lost so much weight. It breaks my heart.
Got some explaining to do, Xavier.
I was careless. I should have properly said goodbye to her before leaving.
What do you mean by that? Xavier seems to know Miss Liu. They talk for quite some time before he turns to me. Stunned, I stand in front of the Xiaobing stall.
I'm going inside to see Lady Rong. Would you like to come with me? I forgot to mention that she's the most sought-after lady in Che Yue Pavilion. I met her 2 years ago when I was passing through Jinyang.
My mind is in disarray, but I manage to respond with feigned composure. It would be inappropriate of me to intrude while you converse. I'll wait for you outside.
How is it inappropriate?
But Xavier doesn't press further. Pats my head, tells me he'll be back soon, and then follows the maid who leads him inside. Alright, Xavier. Ew. A flood of impolite words floats on the tip of my tongue, but I choose to angrily bite into my xiaobing. Go, be smitten with your precious Lady Rong. I'm not saving these xiaobings for you. Why hasn't he returned yet? What happened to being back soon? I finished both xiaobings, but there's no sign of Xavier. The fire of irritation in my chest inexplicably burns hotter. As his junior, it's my duty to remind him to not indulge in frivolous pleasures. We still need to find a place to stay. This is for his sake. Mustering my courage, I walk to the entrance of Joyeux Pavilion and call out to Miss Le. She's greeting guests. Miss Le, where's Xavier?
Let me see if you've become even lovelier than you used to be. Are you shy? Back then, you always enjoyed my embrace. I held you close and...
Sorry, what? You little... That's enough! I steel myself and open the door. I'm ready to deliver my excuse when the words die in my throat.
Come, Lady Wrong. Say hello.
Xavier picks up an exceptionally plump white rabbit and waves one of her front paws at me. This is Lady Wrong?
Yes, her name was meant to be Fluffy. Look at her fur, ears, and eyes. Isn't she beautiful? Wouldn't you say she's worthy of being the most sought-after lady?
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. What was all that jealousy for then? But yeah, I sink onto the mat and cradle my head in my hands. I notice Xavier's smug expression and my chin rises once more. You did that on purpose.
I don't understand what you're trying to imply.
He sits down beside me and brushes Lady Wrong's back. She doesn't look like she stopped eating.
How so? Look at her.
Golly, her back!
Lady Wrong is skinny. She only has a double chin now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my
Hold her
goodness.
for a bit. And don't be upset anymore, alright?
I'm not upset anyway. That was good. MC is good. A soft ball of white fur lands in my hands. I feel awkward and don't know what to do. I don't know how to hold a rabbit. In my nervousness, I don't pay attention to my grip. Lady Wrong suddenly jumps and dives into Xavier's arms. She shudders in fear.
Don't be afraid. She's a nice girl. Sweeter than honey, even.
Okay, all right.
She won't hurt you.
Jeez.
Try again.
Xavier tries to give Lady Wrong to me, but I back away. I shouldn't. I only learned how to hold a sword as I grew up. Small creatures and cute objects that ordinary people enjoy, I doubt they're suitable for someone like me.
Says who? I'll teach you.
He adjusts his position to face me. Sitting, he places Lady Wrong on his knee and uses his other hand to grab mine. He guides me to move closer to her.
Slowly approach Lady Wrong from the front so she can see your movements. Then she'll lower her guard around you. Gently stroke her head. Move your hand in the direction of her fur. Look, she narrowed her eyes. She's starting to like you.
Under Xavier's guidance, Lady Wrong settles in my lap to sleep.
See? Similar to how you can hold a sword well, you can care for a rabbit. You're capable of doing more than what you give yourself credit for.
Okay, now he's just glazing. Jeez, Xavier. Continue. Shh, you'll wake her up. I deliberately change the subject and gently stroke Lady Wrong's head. A small ripple of emotion stirs within me. She's so cute. Time passes. Lady Wrong continues to sleep soundly, and I'm starting to feel drowsy. Then I hear voices from the doorway.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you.
You're too kind, young master. I shall have someone attend to it immediately.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's nothing. I'm simply looking. Trying my best to speak in a tone that doesn't sound like I'm jealous, I carefully choose my words. Who were you talking to? Did something happen?
Are you curious?
Not anymore. I turn away with dignified defiance, only to feel his hand gently ruffling my hair. So you asked that songstress to buy these? Shocked, I stare at the chests filled with clothing and jewelry boxes. They sit on piles around me.
Jinyang isn't big, and there are only a handful of boutiques and jewelry stores. I asked her to buy items from all of them. Don't worry, I already paid for everything.
Where did you get the money? Never mind, that's not important. Why did you buy them? Looking around, I see nothing but women's clothing and jewelry. Some pieces are so exquisite that I don't know what they're called.
They're for you.
Xavier picks up a traditional upper garment and holds it against my body to see how it could look.
You said things ordinary people like don't suit you. However, I think they're perfect. Come here. I'll prove it to you.
Wait, calm down. Help! Someone, please! In the end, I'm no match for Xavier. I'm pinned down and forced to change into flowing, elegant robes adorned with twinkling jade accessories. The robe and silk shawl are too long. They're impractical for swordplay, and these jade accessories could break from the slightest touch. I feel somewhat awkward in this outfit, and I catch a glimpse of myself in the room's mirror. I can't help but smile. Once I return to Langxing sect, I'll only wear the standard sect robes. These fancy clothes won't be of any use then. I shake my head and reach up to remove the hairpins and accessories, but I hesitate. Once we return, I won't see this carefree, spontaneous side of Xavier anymore. I have to obey the sect's orders, but is this the best choice for Xavier? In the past, when Xavier was at the Langxing sect, he was a lofty figure to the many disciples. He was distant, out of reach like the clouds themselves. Extraordinarily gifted with unmatched swordsmanship, he was the most valuable disciple to the sect leader and elders. He was also the most respected among our fellow disciples. Although he was kind and never acted arrogantly, there existed a faint aloofness around him. It discouraged people from getting too close. However, his attitude toward me wasn't any different from how it is currently. He'd occasionally tease me. Mountain near Langxing sect 3 years ago. I'm starving. The moon was perched high in the night sky as I knelt in the forest and held up a large clay jar. I could hardly feel my limbs and shoulders. But I didn't dare to move. Failing the sect's regular trials meant being sent to the mountain for punishment and reflection. Those were the rules. Can't give up. If I fail tomorrow's trial, I'll return here for another punishment.
I was only away from the mountain for a few days. How did you end up like this?
The wind rustled the leaves as a figure gracefully landed in front of me. Xavier? My hands suddenly felt lighter as Xavier tossed the heavy jar into the nearby lake. Then... Ouch! Ow, that hurts!
Bear with it. If I don't help you stretch, you won't be able to walk for the next 2 weeks.
Worried about the consequences, I hissed from the pain. Xavier, if you do this, you'll also be punished.
Then let it happen. They still need me for the next sword discourse tournament, so they won't be too harsh.
After helping me stretch my stiff limbs, Xavier took out a paper package from inside his robe. It contained 2 hard, steamed buns.
I heard you're being punished and can't eat. So I brought your share.
Thank you.
I haven't eaten yet either. You won't mind sharing a bite or two, yes?
2 bites. 1 bite per bun. When I realized what had happened, the package was empty.
They taste awful. Are you angry?
No. As if using a spell, he pulled out another paper package. He untied the string to reveal a soy-braised pork hock. Still warm.
Here. This is what I actually brought for you. Eat. When you're done, I'll teach you some techniques that will help you pass tomorrow's trial. That's enough.
Xavier sheathed his sword and ruffled my hair.
Head back and get some sleep. As long as I'm here, the sect leader won't trouble you anymore.
Thank you. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly called out to me. An unusual, hesitant expression appeared on his face. It was as if he were struggling to find the right words.
What would you think if I asked you to... Would you leave this place?
I was momentarily stunned, unable to process his question at first. If I were to leave this place, where would I even go?
Never mind. I was simply curious. Go.
Only later did I realize Xavier had already decided to leave the launching sect at the time. Yet when the day arrived, I felt more than shock. There was a deeper, indescribable sorrow in my heart. He walked away without a second thought. He abandoned the entire sect. He abandoned everyone's expectations, and he abandoned me. To this day, I still can't come to terms with what happened, so I've decided. Xavier, wake up! Before dawn, I barge into Xavier's room and pull off his blanket.
What's
He's jolted
wrong?
awake.
Did something happen?
Didn't you say you wanted to win first tournament? It's almost time. You need to increase your training. I use all my strength to pull him out and give him a friendly smile. You don't need to thank me. It's my duty to make sure you train properly. The closer we are to Mount Wenhang, the more martial artists we encounter. Thus, the more people who want to make connections with Xavier appear. Of course, among them are female disciples from various sects. We're representing the Longxing sect. You should be more careful.
What do you mean?
Saying you should control yourself. Stop throwing your charm around and confusing those innocent girls just starting out in the world.
Is that what it's called?
Oh, you...
So it's like this?
That's even worse! When we arrive at the foot of Mount Wenhang, all the nearby inns are full. They even converted the woodsheds into 3-bedroom living quarters with a drawing room. Fortunately, one of Xavier's old acquaintances rescues us. He invites us to stay at his family's residence. After washing up, I'm about to rest for the night so I can wake up early. Then, I hear a noise near my window. Who's there? My body reacts faster than my mind. Before I acknowledge what I'm doing, I've already kicked a teapot to the window. Xavier catches the teapot with lightning-fast reflexes. Then he uses the momentum to backflip over the windowsill and step into the room.
Are you trying to murder me in the middle of the night and then betray our Shifu and the sect elders?
Who told you to climb through the window? Doors exist.
Haven't you watched a play before? For a romantic rendezvous, the gentleman always enters through the window.
I think for a bit. I believe what you're describing suits the behavior of a philanderer.
I wanted to ask if you'd like to look at the moon with me in the courtyard.
I'm at a loss. Then I look at the sky. It's overcast and only dark clouds are present. Where's the moon? But being a considerate junior, I follow Xavier to the courtyard and accompany him in searching for the wayward moon. He uses a wine flask to fill 2 cups, but he doesn't immediately take a sip. Instead, he grabs a cup and gently traces its rim.
Do you remember when we visited the northwestern region? We trekked through the wilderness for a long time before finding a lake that resembled the moon. The nomads told us that the lake was formed from a moon fragment that fell from the heavens. It was during a cycle of waxing and waning.
Yes, I remember tasting the lake water, and I almost lost consciousness because it was too salty.
When we traveled to the southern region, the moon transformed into a goddess's lost mirror. Or it was a piece of white jade, formed from a mountain's snowmelt.
I also became a Xiaobing the heavenly grandmother accidentally burnt.
You remember? I made that up.
I know. The 5 colored stones that patched the sky dyed the rain in beautiful hues. The mortal realm's vibrant mountains were watered. 100 years ago, a talented swordmaster buried his blade beneath a snow-capped mountain in the north. The sword spirit became a mountain god. I know you were speaking nonsense.
Why do you remember all of that so well?
I lower my head and take a small sip of my drink. You visited more places, met more people, and your head is filled with more stories. I never heard of those tales when I was training at the Longqing sect. I liked listening to them. I can tell when the stories are made up, like that one with the burnt Xiaobing.
If you desire it, I can take you to the places mentioned in those tales. Snow-capped mountains, vast deserts, blue oceans, rolling grasslands. There are countless sights in this world that we haven't seen yet. I'll take you to all of them.
In the darkness, his eyes shine brightly like the lake that resembled the moon.
These past 2 years, you've seen endlessly rolling mountains, boundless starry seas, walked through bustling crowds, and traversed precarious paths and valleys. Do you want to return to the Lanxing sect? Do you wish to be confined to that tiny space where the land is but an inch and the sky is a mere foot?
Unexpectedly, I'm unable to say yes. I'm about to use the sect's kindness and the sect leader's orders as excuses, but Xavier covers my mouth.
I know what you're going to say, but those words would contradict your true feelings. I don't want to hear them.
Bends down and ties a translucent jade pendant around my waist. Judging by its quality, it appears to be made from the jade he won from Goldblade.
Tell me when you're ready to express your true feelings.
Afterward, he tilts his head back and drains his cup of wine. Then he springs to his feet and pulls out his sword. The cold steel flashes. The sword follows his movements. Sometimes it's as fierce as thunder and wind, and other times it's as gentle as ripples passing through pine trees.
A sword splits frost of azure hue. The moon sails high over boundless blue. From wine's haze, cold mountains rise. My heart, toward the distant waters, flies.
I stare at his figure as he performs a sword dance. Despite the tranquil night, I can hear my racing heart. In my trance-like state, the moon appears. The Sword Discourse Tournament is divided into the Arena of Talents and the Cloud Duel Summit. Those who win multiple matches in the Arena of Talents will qualify to compete in the Cloud Duel Summit. Xavier breezes through challenge. With an undefeated record, he earns a spot in the Cloud Duel Summit.
Young hero Xavier, would you like to join us for drinks after the competition?
Young hero Xavier, I've developed a few new techniques. Could you give me some advice?
Would you consider joining our Tiangang sect, young hero Xavier? We offer 4 dishes and 1 soup with every meal. Those who join us now can receive 5 taels of silver.
But Xavier gives me the money he won, puts his arm around my shoulders, and heads down the mountain.
Come, let's get some roasted pigeon.
Seeing his energetic face, I feel even more conflicted. Perhaps he shouldn't stay at the Longxing sect with its strict rules and oppressive atmosphere. During the Cloud Duel Summit, Xavier continues to outshine everyone. He wins match after match while I grow increasingly conflicted and uncertain. But shortly after, during a sparring match, Xavier is unexpectedly wounded.
Your right hand is severely injured. You need to rest for the next few months. Don't participate in any more competitions.
The physician sighs and leaves. Wiping away the sweat that covers Xavier's face and head, I sit by the bed.
Your eyes are red. Are you crying?
I'm not. It's the wind. I rub my face and carefully avoid his heavily bandaged right arm. Thankfully, it can be treated, or else your skills... You can't be careless in the future.
Understood. I'll heed my junior's wise words. Unfortunately, I can't participate in the tournament anymore. I won't be able to return to the Lanxing sect with you without achieving first place.
Who cares whether or not we head back? What matters is that you recover from your Wait. I feel a chill and shudder. If people learn about your current condition, the sect leader will send people to capture you. In the past, Xavier could freely wander without worry because no one in the Longxing sect could defeat him. They discovered that he's unable to wield his sword because of an injury. They'll use this opportunity to bring him back. You won't have a choice.
Isn't that what you want? Why are you worried? Or could it be you don't want me to go back?
I want you to return, but I would rather see you return to the Longxing sect willingly. Even to my ears, these words sound unconvincing. Yet, Xavier nods.
All right, so I still need to rank first. For now, you need to help me keep my injury a secret.
That's impossible. The physician said you need to rest.
It's possible. It depends on whether you're willing to help me.
Wait, I can't. No.
If I say it's possible, then it's possible. Now go.
Xavier pushes me into the arena against my will. Confused, I clutch my sword and look around. Sweat immediately soaks through my clothes. I'm not sure how Xavier managed to do it, but the elders who organized the tournament agreed to let me be a substitute in the competition.
I told them I wanted to give you a chance to gain real experience. If you win, the credit is yours. If you lose, then I'm at fault. See? Your opponent relaxed when they saw you take my place. Isn't this the perfect chance to show what you're truly capable of?
I've never fought in an arena before. What if I lose?
You're no longer a little girl who cries when she's punished.
He gently applies pressure and smooths my furrowed brow.
From your time at the Lanxing sect to these past 2 years, think about everything you've learned. Don't you want to see what you're capable of now?
Xavier adjusts the hairpin in my hair and gently pats my back.
It's all right if you lose. I'll still treat you to roasted pigeon. Go.
Xavier's Junior won! I can't believe it. Her flying swan snow drink isn't inferior to Xavier's. You can't judge a book by its cover.
My ears are ringing as I stare at the sword in my hand. I can't believe what happened. Suddenly, I'm lifted off the ground.
I knew you could win. You are the best.
He lifts me up with one arm and spins me around several times. I'm so dizzy that I cry out in protest. Xavier, wait! Take care of your hand!
I can still hold you with one hand.
In the following days, I unexpectedly sweep through the competition like an unstoppable force. I went 3 matches in a row and gained some fame. Many people start to talk to me and invite me to spar. I'm not used to this enthusiasm. Yet in the depths of my heart, I can't help but feel happy.
Are you giving me medicine, or are you trying to pour it all over me?
Returning to the present, I realize a spoonful of medicine in my hand is about to spill onto Xavier. I quickly steady the spoon and shove it into his mouth.
Are you happy because you won?
Not necessarily.
Then what else could it be?
Not sure, but I think I might not be as bad as I thought it was. Realize that those beautiful clothes can look good on me, and I can compete with many skilled practitioners.
You can take your time to think about your answer. You might discover different answers. It could be tomorrow, the day after, next month, or next year. Regardless of what you find, I'll always be here to listen.
However, my martial arts skills are inferior compared to Xavier's and peerless grandmasters. In the end, I lose a decent amount of matches. My final rank is neither bad nor good. Meanwhile, Xavier withdraws from the remaining matches, which inevitably reveals the fact that he's injured. After the tournament has ended, a lively banquet is held on Mount Wenkong. Xavier declines everyone's invitations and brings me to the small town at the foot of the mountain. He wants us to have a private celebration.
Sugar snap peas, honey date cakes, rice balls with red beans. Would you like some almond pudding?
That's enough. I'm grateful that you're willing to buy me a banquet's worth of food. Xavier finally stops reaching for his pouch, and we go for a stroll along the riverbank.
You don't seem to be happy. Is it because you lost? Do you feel unsatisfied?
No, maybe a little.
You aspire to become the greatest martial artist in the land. I never would have guessed.
That's not what I meant. These few days of the tournament are like a turbulent yet brilliant dream. I've witnessed the grace of many martial artists, experienced their techniques firsthand, and heard the stories amid clashing blades. But all gatherings must come to an end. I'll return to being another unremarkable disciple of the Lanxing sect. Lanxing sect. You should worry about yourself. Quite a few people know you've injured your right hand and can't fight at the moment. The sect leader might send people to drag you back to Lanxing sect. Puts a soft, sticky rice ball into my mouth while brushing away petals that have fallen on my head.
If I were forced to return, what would you do?
I'd go back with you, I suppose.
Don't you have any regrets? Or would you feel reluctant? Give me your hand.
A weight settles in my palm. It's a strangely shaped token.
A few elders from the tournament asked me to give this to you. Only the Cloud Duel Summit's top 5 martial artists can receive this. It's an old tradition.
Then why?
You deserve it. With this, no one will dare to do anything to you, even if you disobey the Lanxing sect's orders. In the future, you can choose to travel or stay. You don't need to always abide by the sect anymore.
Is this why you insisted I compete in your place?
Yes. You performed well. It was better than what I expected.
My eyes slightly sting as I blink and hold back my tears. Then I solemnly put away the token. What about you? What do you plan to do next?
Me? I'm thinking about buying a bottle of Shuepei liquor. Then I might order a plate of roasted lamb.
I feel annoyed and amused. Alright, we'll take it one step at a time. Several figures suddenly land before us, holding various weapons in a large sack that surround us in the blink of an eye.
Xavier, we are here to fulfill the sect leader's orders. We must escort you back to the mountain.
Is that so? But this show of force isn't polite.
Please forgive us, Xavier. We're only following orders. Once you return, we'll properly apologize. Go!
Before I can react, the sword in my hand is already positioned to shield Xavier. I'll deal with them. Take care of your hand and...
What did you just say?
I stare in disbelief at my fellow disciples who have been tied up like Zhangzi and stuffed into the sack. Then I look at Xavier, who's calmly dusting himself off. Your hand isn't injured?
I can explain.
I take a deep breath, then I turn and walk away.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yes, I intentionally deceived you, but I was...
It's getting late. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Please don't be angry. I was wrong. Wait.
It's good to me now. Xavier pretended to be injured so I could gain some freedom and participate in the Sword Discourse tournament. He lied to me for so long. If I forgive him now, he won't truly understand the consequences. After ignoring him for a day, I decided it was time to forgive him. I asked the tournament participants about Xavier's whereabouts. After learning that he went to the peak of Mount Wangchang, I think for a bit before grabbing my sword and going up the mountain. Where is he hiding? Is he struggling for some reason?
That's rude. Are you still upset?
Not anymore. I want to
You want to rank first in the tournament?
I don't need that. I want you to grant a favor in the future.
Since you're eager, I'll teach you. You must adapt to the situation when using techniques. Changing your sword's direction makes you unpredictable. I can't let my guard down with you.
I'm only implying what I learned.
You're still angry with me?
What do you think?
Your attention can't be split unevenly.
I win this time.
How ruthless. So, what should I promise you?
I want you to promise that no matter where you go, you'll always take me with you.
I heard your true feelings. But Guanyuan, Qingmen, Qihai, all fatal acupoints. If I struck one of them...
Let the one who lost make a request? Never said the loser has to obey.
Indeed. Besides, our feelings are the same. We'll see those distant mountains, rivers, and deserts together.
Much time has passed since then. After Xavier and I visit snow-capped mountains, vast deserts, blue seas, and rolling grasslands, I suddenly remember a question that once deeply troubled me. Xavier, why didn't you take me with you when you left the Lanxing sect?
I didn't know if you wanted to leave, and it'd be unfair to take you away without asking. Then I asked people to give the sect leader information about how I listened to you more than anyone else. Once you were sent to me, my plan could finally...
You big trickster! Wow. Wow. My goodness.